Well, hello everyone. Today's video was to commemorate the 20th anniversary of a game which I've heartily enjoyed ever since I first played it. Which was not allowed to release, so I'd say around 12, 13 years old, and I'm on my most recent playthrough, about 11 hours in, and so let's talk about Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The game serves as Snake's first chronological mission in the entire franchise and its very long and winding lore, or in which he has to stop an experimental weapons prototype after the events of the Cuban Missile Crisis during the Cold War in the 1960s. He's encountering all sorts of strange adversaries and, in many cases, even stranger allies. I mean, I definitely still, no matter how many times I go back and I can play this, as years pass, how it just delights me to no end that we're still getting new details about this game in the year release on now gave 2024. For example, it turns out that Snake's contact, Ava, all this time was voiced by Jodie Benson, and best known for her work as Disney's Little Mermaid, Ariel, another work several milestone this year, so how about that? Admittedly, a lot of the theatrics in the game regarding the he follows a Rykov and a much younger but no less capable Ocelot. It's not only in keeping with what had been established in the previous installments of that time frame, but also a lot of the films, specifically in the espionage genre, that were heard their game's inspiration, and even playing it with decades worth of advances in technology, it's still remarkable how they were able to make use of this as the ideal blend of both realism and style. I mean, know, not only he does Snake very much resemble Kurt Russell, as Snake Plissken with looks and personality, but also just the whole creativity they have involved in how a lot of the bosses were having to who use the environment around you in each encounter, or especially in the case of the fear, which, as my trophy unlock states, is very much like something like a predator, which another one helped flip the script on the conflict in Nam. As previously mentioned, that was a scenario where in the movie the enemy had the superior weapons technology, but it was the heroes this time had the tactical advantages, and Dutch in particular, and especially he like how it explains it's not only how Snake became the person we know in the other games, but also his very being and how he has a complicated relationship with those who are, biologically speak at least, his family. One encounter that always left an impact on me is an aged sniper known simply as the End, and he may have been in a lethal whole adversary that definitely laid foundation, at least in that timeline, for her sniping, but when you break it down, how he's just an old soul that wants to have one last fight before he rests for good, and a large part of me to this day can still help but feel sorry for him in a way. I mean, the performances is are full of seasoned performers, and definitely also know that with Alex Gray Berger and Michael Bell in the cast, there actually are indeed a lot of Transformers alumni in the voice cast as well. Yes, I added the TF1 figurine to my collection, and I am working on the TF1 spoiler review for next month, so there's that. And it's definitely one of the many, many games that definitely helped cement 2004 as something of a watershed year for the medium. It still, to this day, ranks among my favorite PlayStation 2 games, second only to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the all-time list. As for this remake that's currently in development, which it will be releasing on the newest systems as well as on PC. If you ask me what I'd want personally, my answer at this time would be simple: for it to be good. I mean, I mean, I can definitely not say enough how much I love this game, though I am going to try. I, with every component from the presentation to the gameplay, to even how it effectively nailed survival aspects, where you can't always find like the bags of noodles and wafers around. So yes, as the title implies, you do indeed consume different kinds of snakes and other creatures, flora and fauna around there. Since you're basically behind enemy lines in Russia, you want to have to make do what you got, essentially. And with that in mind, they definitely are promising not just a lot of advancements, and even with Kojima being occupied with other projects, and my own admission that him trying to get him back after the acrimony of the breakup will be an uphill battle. Well, I am glad they're going to be including a lot of options for classic presentation and controls. I mean, in my book, the only thing better than one graceful time title in this caliber to me would be two. I mean, I certainly hope it ends up being closer in terms of quality only to the likes of Resident Evil 2 remake or the Final Fantasy 7 remake saga, as opposed to something like the 2013 remake or Warcraft 3 Reforged, which is very much like the gamut that's in this day and age of how far and wide video game remakes can run in terms of quality. To this day, I still have love for not her for Harry Gregson Williams' music, as well as the theme song, which was sung by Cynthia Harrell and written by Norihiko Hibino. I also note that the parallels include everything from not just spy books I mentioned, but also monster films, to, of all things, gravure idols. I know this because I actually looked up information as I was playing it late last night, and but I definitely intend to get back to my most recent playthrough, as I am about to really get deep into Garage Grad, and first step, of course, is stealing Rykov's outfit after taking him out. So, anyway, that'll be all for now. It will not be the only classic title I'll be talking about this month that first released in PlayStation 2. However, first, I have a second anniversary to commemorate in the Nugget My collection. That'll be all for now, and Kuwabara, Kuwabara.